Hi Casita friends, my name is Dee and the gentleman behind the camera is my hunk of burning love, and I am here today along with him to show off the interior of our newly decorated Nifty 50s themed interior. This is our 2021 Spirit Deluxe, which we just picked up 3 months ago in Rice, Texas. And we're here today to just give you some ideas on what a 50s themed interior might look like. It'll give you ideas for maybe you'd like to do a 60s theme or a 70s theme, and if you're very creative and you've got a great imagination, maybe some of our ideas will spark something for you to incorporate into your casita. We did prefer the Independence model, but we ended up with the Spirit Deluxe, and we've made do with that, and we are very, very happy. Our video today is in 2 parts. The first part is to show you the interior design, decor, and also to speak to you about the problems that we encountered when we picked up our casita. So I'm going to start with the 50s design and show you what we have found. Let me direct your attention first to the patio rug, which I found on Amazon. It goes along with the theme that I love, which is the diner theme, full of color and life, and reminds me of the era when people were just happy all the time, right? So I found this on Amazon. Most of everything I have inside is from Amazon. When it is not an Amazon product, I will point it out and give you the vendor name. Notice I have the Coca-Cola bottles, again, Amazon product. I use them to weight down the rugs so that it doesn't blow all over the place in our Outer Banks winds. We do a lot of our camping here in the North Carolina Outer Banks, which is where we live, and it just works beautifully for us. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to bring you inside and ask my hunk of burning love to follow me with his camera, and let's see what we have done. The first thing that I want to direct your attention to is our pantry door, and I'm going to open it. So you can see it a little bit better. It is not painted and it is not a mural. These are different components. There are about 6 components that I put together to make this theme. Beginning from the chrome trim, it is trim that I found for vehicles, car trim. Not car edging, but car trim. This is wallpaper border, it's the racer stripe. The decal is by a vendor by the name of wisedecor.com. I have used them for many years and I absolutely love them. They specialize in extra large decals and they're very high quality. Now, a lot of you have the question about the teal product. It is not paint. Again, it is not a mural. It is exactly what the letters are made of, which is a vinyl product, except that it's on an entire roll. I use the entire roll. Cricket makers use this on a roll to make your decals and lettering. I just decided that I didn't want to paint, I didn't want to mess with all that, and I used the roll completely on the facing of the door. This is a semi-permanent adhesion. They do make it in a temporary adhesion. It is very easy to work with. It's sort of like contact paper, but much better. You don't have the problem with the air bubbles, and it comes off easily, and you can put it on and take it off. I know I probably did it 10 times, and it is very, very forgiving. The decal of the dancing couple is something you will not find anywhere. This was my own invention. I used a vendor by the name of posterburner.com. They will take anything you can envision and turn it into a decal. And so I contacted them, gave them the measurements. They have a great website, loaded up my picture, and they turned my picture into a decal. So this is a one-time only purchase. You won't find this decal anywhere else on the market, to my knowledge. The entire product went on probably in an hour. It's not that difficult to do, maybe a little bit labor intensive. All right, let's go on in and see what the rest of the interior looks like. So, hunk of burning love, would you follow me, please? Okay, so what diner would be complete without the subway tile? I found this on Amazon. I love it. I've used it inside my actual big home, and it holds up extremely well. It looks like the real thing, easy to put up. It just has an adhesive back that you peel off and you stick on, and you can cut it and place it in multiple different configurations. Easy to work with. I trimmed it off with my car chrome trim, and I wanted to show you what that looks like. And simply just peel off the back, hold it up, stick it on place. Easy, easy, easy to use. This is the 1/4 inch size in case you're interested. While my husband is standing there, I want to direct your attention to a few things immediately. You'll notice I have the Atomic decals, which is an Etsy product. I did this on all my drawer facings, cupboard facings. Also up here, different style, same company. Like I said, it is an Etsy product. And I found this under a vendor by the name of fenderskirtsdecals. That's fenderskirtsdecals on Etsy. The cushions are an Amazon product. They stretched super well. I had no problems. They were almost custom made. I could not have planned that better. These were a little bit, it's the same cushion size as this one. I did have to do some pinning and tucking and fixing it because the cushion for the back is smaller, so it wasn't exactly perfect, but I was able to jimmy rig something. I did do pennants on the kitchen or the dining room, and these are wood pennants that I found on Amazon, and I went ahead and just put fabric on it, the fabric that I wanted to go along with my diner theme, and I decoupaged my fabric directly onto the pennants so that they would stay, and it's worked really well. I haven't had any problems with it. Really like it. The valance for the dinette is made out of styrofoam panels, just something like this, about that width, and I just simply wrapped it like I would a Christmas paper or a Christmas gift box and put them up there. The curtains are a bear. That was the only thing that really gave me trouble because of the carpet walls. You don't have anything to really drill into, and I didn't trust drilling on a new camper. So I just made a little hole, used floral wire, stuck it through, and then wound my wire around the brackets for the pull down shade. So the same brackets that are holding this up, I used my floral wire that came from the Valance, wrapped it around that, and it holds beautifully. All right, I'm gonna ask my honey bear to come on in and show you the rest of the place. So I'm in the dining room, and it's probably my favorite piece of the entire camper, and that is the table. I wanted to do something special. A couple of things about this. Amazon find. This is the Retro Series toaster. Yes, we use it. Love it. It goes with that wonderful 50s theme. I painted my table because I found that the gray that was on there did not hold up very well with the cleaners that I was using for the table. The table, you'll notice, has a decal on it, and I love my decal. It was something that we found on Redbubble. They are a great company. Their search bar is a little bit annoying, but if you are willing to spend hours like I did searching for your particular theme, you can find literally anything and everything. So I love my little 50s themed vehicle with my waitress. This decal here, the Route 66 Roadside Diner, was the wisedecor.com company that I pointed out earlier. They did this special design for me. I told them what I wanted, the size I wanted, the colors I wanted, and the next thing I know, I am able to just push purchase, and it was easy to do. Notice there is a plexiglass on top of all of this. It is a 1/4 inch thick. It was purchased on Amazon. The only thing that I would say is be very careful that when you purchase plexiglass, you purchase the type that can be cut. Not all plexiglass is cut able. I guess that's a word. You're going to be having a little bit of problem because of the curve that the table has, but my husband is zooming in, which he should not do, honey. I have a 1/2 inch chrome trim. This is the same product I used on the door, and you'll see it spotty throughout the entire camper. And this is the product I wanted you to see. It's made by Cowles Custom. It says chrome. Make sure again that you purchase the trim. This is the 1/2 inch. They make it in a 1/4 inch and in different lengths. Love it. It's easy to work with. Okay, the next thing that I want to show you is my Skater Girls. This is also a Redbubble decal. It's the same company that made the car decal that was on the table. Same company. Like I said, I just love it. Redbubble has so many wonderful ideas, and they're easy to work with. The pink that you see is also not painted. It is also not a mural. It is this is the product I was trying to tell you about earlier. This is the stuff that was on the pantry door, and it's what the Cricut decal vendors use to make their lettering with. It's easy to strip off and easy to put on. It comes off. I'm going to use this as an example, and I can take it off a million times until I have it placed exactly where I want it. I use the pink roll all the way down, well, halfway down, and then I also put more atomic stickers from that same company that I recommended earlier. This is very much a 50s theme sticker. Again, that was fenderskirtsdecals.com. Love their stuff. They have other decals, not just these 3 styles that I've showed you here. All right, so the next thing that I want to show you is I'm going to ask my husband to sit down in the dinette and show you the refrigerator. This is an Amazon decal. All you have to do is search for Coca-Cola stickers or Coca-Cola decals, and this came up. I love it because it makes it look like the real deal refrigerator from the past. And I hope my husband's feet are not on my movie. Okay, good. All right. There is another company that I almost use, and I may in the future. It is a company that has a skin that you can cover the entire white of your refrigerator in anything that you can envision. I mean, you can put a giant sunflower or a picture of your grandchild, and it would cover the fridge from border to border, top and sides. The name of that company is bestapplianceskins.com. I have not used them. I maybe will use them in the future. Right now, I love this. This was very inexpensive to do through Amazon, so I stayed with this for now. Here is another atomic sticker from the same Fender Skirts Decals company that I spoke of earlier. I really like this one a lot. Okay, one thing before we leave the kitchen that I want to point out, or two things, is we are big coffee drinkers. So this is the coffee maker that we use. It is an Amazon product. The name of it is Taylor Swoden, Swoden. I love it. It is 12 cups. It has a large water tank, so you're not spilling water everywhere. And see how much shorter than the vent it sits. It's perfect for our needs. We are big coffee drinkers, like I said. The last thing in the kitchen that I want to point out before I leave it is some of you are shopping for accessories before you make your trip out to Rice, Texas. I purchased this Rubbermaid 5-gallon trash can. It works beautifully for our needs. So this is what a 5-gallon looks like. You may want something slightly larger, although I'm not sure that much larger would fit. 5-gallon works for us. We did use the door caddy for extra bags. All right, let's look at the pink Cadillac bedroom now. What I have done in here is a throwback to Elvis and Priscilla. I think Priscilla would probably love it more than Elvis, but hey, Elvis did have a pink Cadillac, so just saying. All right, I found the Cadillac Emblem on Amazon. It is much higher quality than I was expecting. It's got a metal feel to it. It has an adhesion on each of the letters. You just peel the back off and stick it right on. I found the little vinyl records on Amazon under a used product. The vendor was giving away or selling these records. They're used and scratched up, and I just took and cut out my grandchildren's pictures, stuck them on the record, and now I have a family photo wall with all 5 of the grandkids on the wall. The curtains back here are different from the one in the dinette. The dinette, as you recall, was a Valance. This is a roller shade, and it is a fake roller shade. It doesn't actually work. But what I did is I just sewed 2 pieces of fabric together and use the inside of gift wrapping paper, that cardboard roll that's inside, and just rolled up my fabric and then tied it off as you see. You can probably find the roller cardboard inner thing at a Hobby Lobby or at a Michael's. I also use the same technique to tie these up, which is the floral wire wrapped around the brackets of my regular shade to hold it up. And it's doing very well. I really like it. It has not caused me any problems. Now, many of you have the $1 million question, and this is very important. So I'm going to ask my husband to back up a little bit because I want you to see the bed itself. A couple of things. How many pillows does it take to make a true 50s theme camper? And the answer is it must be 11. If you do 10, you are a phony. Tongue-in-cheek, LOL. I hope you have a sense of humor. All right, so there are 11 pillows. And yes, we do glamp, which means that every day when we are camping, I make up the bed in my camper, just like I do at home, everything in its place and a place for everything. Why? Because I am OCD and I need therapy. But my husband is a happy man, and that's all that matters. All right. This is more of the atomic theme going on. Another vendor on Etsy that I found, and that was, let's see, that was Mid-Century Modern Gal. Mid-Century Modern Gal on Etsy. Let's see. The mattress itself is an 8-inch mattress. I found this on RVmattress, and the name of it is Brooklyn Wanderlust Memory Foam. The measurement, here's where some of you are going to differ. The measurement is 48 by 74, and RVmattress Company calls it a short, full mattress. The reason why I went with this, I'm going to show you here in just a second. I am also very frugal, even after all that I've spent on my 11 pillows. I found a dealer here in North Carolina that sells mattresses with the contour of the Casita. They are made specifically designed for the contour of a Casita. I did not want to do that because the cost was more than I really felt that I wanted to spend at this time. I guess that's the politically best way to state that. The other way is that I'm just kind of cheap. Anyway, I bought this mattress, love it. It's a foam mattress, and it is so comfortable. It's comfortable for us, but mattresses, everybody's different, so you might not like it. We placed it in here. It came air sealed, and as we placed it here, just kind of filled with air, and that was kind of fun to watch. Anyway, the mattress itself, as you can see, like I said, it's 8 inches. It sits right on the platform. And let me say a couple of things. Some of you want to make your bed. I know that that's probably only 1 out of 100 million of you that actually will make your bed when you're camping. I like a finished look. I like a tailored look. So what I did is I cut out all my sides. This is actually a duvet. I didn't put the inside into it. You know how you're supposed to stuff the quilt in there to make it a true duvet. I didn't do that. I just left it as a sheet. I cut out my sides on both sides so that I didn't have to shove a bunch of material down the sides when I make the bed in the morning. And I did that for the entire 4 sides. The only thing that I left really long was right here, this flap. It's wonderful. I just flap it up, and when I want to get underneath into the storage compartment, I can do that. And when I want to hide what's under there, I just simply bring down the flap. So for storage purposes, before I do show you the rest of the mattress, I just want to show you this one thing. We went to Hobby Lobby, and I found a bunch of crates that I wired together, and it works for our needs. It may not work for full-timers, but it works good for our needs. And it's 3 bins that are wired together, and I can shove whatever I want, clothing or appliances, into them. And then they slide back easily. And I did 2 rows of 3s. Like I said, it works beautifully for our needs. Right now we're not doing permanent camping, although I am trying to convince my husband to sell the house. All right, now I am going to do, for the final showing, I am going to show you what I did for the mattress, and that means I've got to take my pillows and separate them, and that makes this OCD woman kind of cuckoo. All right, so remember I told you that the mattress was not all the way to the wall. So that left me, as you can see, a 6-inch gap between the mattress and the wall. It saved me over $350. I put a bolster pillow in the gap, and I promise you, you will not be able to tell that the mattress does not reach the wall. It's comfy, and it does the purpose and saves you $350. On the ends, I put 2 little cubbies two little, let's see if I can reach them from here. I put these two little things right in the corners, and this holds my pencils and floss and chapstick and nail polish and so on and so forth. So that's the mattress. Finally, the last thing that I want to say to you is in regards to the problems that we encountered. And the first thing that I want to say to you is please book yourself 2 to 3 nights minimum at the nearby campground area. We stayed in Corsicana, loved it. American RV, they are already prepared for Casita new purchasers. They are used to receiving folks like us. When we got there, we had only booked 1 night, thinking we would just learn a few of the things and go on our merry way the following morning. Unfortunately, we had a big leak in the bathroom, and we had to deal with it right away. And also, the neighbors that we had on the campground next to us had just bought theirs 1 hour prior to us buying ours. We both coincidentally landed in the same campground and coincidentally parked right next to each other. We had problems right out the door. They had problems right out the door. That is not a body slam on Casita. I still fully believe that they make a superior product. But things happen, and COVID probably stressed the quality control a little bit more than normal, and that's the best way I know how to put it. I would buy a Casita again. I love the Casita. I have no issues with telling you that I would do this again. So anyway, I would say stay 3 nights. This gives you time to experiment with every single component, and not just one time. Go through everything once, twice, and also understand that you are not going to be able to fully get an appreciation for what the Casita has unless you have previewed all the exceptional videos that Casita put together for you. We did that before leaving for Rice, Texas. We watched them several times each. They did an excellent job putting together mini YouTube videos and sending them to you prior to showing up. If you expect to show up without viewing these videos ahead of time, you're going to be very, very shocked, because they do not give you any kind of a walkthrough presentation on how the camper works. But they tell you that ahead of time. So if you show up unprepared, the error is on you, not on Casita. They do this because of COVID concerns. The only thing that we did find was that they showed us how to work the Anderson hitch. We took our camera along, we videotaped the guy putting it on, and that worked for us. But other than that, there is nothing that Casita will show you. The problem that we did have, I forgot to say, was that the bathroom had a major leak under the sink. Casita fixed it the next day, but it, like I said, because we did not give ourselves 2 or 3 nights, we were scrambling to cancel a whole lot of campgrounds along our 4-day return journey back to the Outer Banks where we live, and it caused us a lot of stress. We should have stayed longer. Please do that, and I think you're going to agree that it is best for you in the long run. The folks that were next to us also had problems, and they also had to return to Casita the next day. Please don't let that scare you. I don't get any compensation from Casita for promoting them. They don't even know I'm making this video. But just know that I guess it happens in this day and time. The other thing that I wanted to say to you is that on our first official camping trip out, our water pump did not work, and now we have to take it to a local RV dealership 2 months down the road to get it fixed. Obviously it's under warranty. Casita's going to fix it and make it right, but there is a little bit of concern there that already now this is 2 strikes, and I hope that we will work through all that on this next trip to the repair shop, and it will be the last thing that breaks down, maybe for a year, I'm hoping, please. And then finally, I guess, like I said, watch the videos. I do want to show you one thing, and that is in the bathroom. It's not decor. I have not decorated the bathroom, but for those of you that are starting to buy accessories for your camper, I want to recommend a product. I found this on Amazon. It is a flexible mirror that has an adhesive on the back, and as you can see, it bends. It's got a film on it, so it doesn't look like it shows very well. But I'm going to have my husband turn the camera around, and I'll open the door, and you can judge whether or not you will like it. It does have kind of a little bit of that carnival funny mirror effect from a distance, but up close it works nicely for us. So we're going to switch. So this is this. It comes in two sizes, this particular size as well as the square tiles. And maybe you can see my hand in the mirror. Up close, everything looks, I think, very, very detailed. Far away, you do get that carnival effect, but that's okay. I mean, you cannot put a regular mirror on this wall that has the curve on it. I tried it, it doesn't work. And finally, ending with this, the teak mat, shower mat. Make sure that you get exact measurements. I did not do that. I purchased this on Amazon thinking it would fit without measuring. Believe it or not, I was just kind of excited. And it does slide around, and that makes me a little bit crazy. So just as a word of caution, if you're shopping for accessories already, make sure you measure before you buy. I hope that you have enjoyed our Casita Nifty 50s interior, and if you have any questions, just leave your comments in the remarks section, and I will do my very, very best to get back to you on vendors, products, and comments. Thank you.